welcome to episode 4 of Rollin Dogs. Thanks for joining me again today. Thank you for tuning in, subscribing. Everyone who's been ordering merch, thank you very much. Hopefully you're enjoying what you've got. Feel free to get in touch with me. Send me some pictures of you wearing whatever you've picked up from me recently, because I'd love to be able to feature it on the social medias. Today, I've busted out the authentic Wisconsin natural casing wieners from ShareMake. Busted these out for a very specific reason today, because I'm debuting a new segment called Local Dogs, and these natural casing wieners are going to work out just perfectly for what I want to show you. So first things first, let's figure out how to turn this on. I still can't seem to find my operating manual for this, so we're going to throw that right out the window though. We're going to go with, all right, that looks good. Heating elements for front and rear are both on. We're turned up to 4 on both front and rear, and it looks like our rollers are rolling. So we're going to cut these open. We're going to separate our dogs because they come straight off the line, all attached in one nice long string of wieners. Nothing better than a good wiener string. We'll get these cut apart, we'll get them on the roller, and we'll be back to give them a review. Welcome back. We've given the dogs about 12-13 minutes to get rolling on here. I'm going to turn our heat down a little bit so we don't overcook these dogs, but we'll keep them rolling, keep them warmed up. Again, these are from ShareMake. They're authentic Wisconsin natural casing wieners. They're naturally smoked and fully cooked. We're just warming them up on here. They're made with pork and beef, and the smell in here is amazing. I'm really looking forward to trying these natural casing wieners. And rating them in our 5 categories here. Of course, we've got our Penny Smart white hot dog casings here. Ooh, that sizzle. Safety first, of course. Got to put my heat-resistant glove on. And again, in the value of dog diversity, we're going to take one guy from the front rollers here and one guy from the back rollers. First thing we're going to do is check our floppiness. If you remember last week, our bar-ass Franks didn't seem to want to flop. We're not off to a great start with these ones yet. As you can see, it just kind of broke in half. Wouldn't flop. I figured the natural casing would hold us a little bit better than the uncased last week. And this one, it doesn't flop at all, but it's not breaking apart either. Floppiness, we're going to go middle of the road here. We're going to give it a 5 in floppiness. Next thing we're going to look at is juiciness. We'll take this dog that I already dropped back there and get a little bit closer look at the juiciness on this one. You know, it's fairly juicy. It's not quite as juicy as the Nathans we had a couple weeks ago. When I squeeze it, it doesn't really juice up anymore. We're going to go 6.5 for juiciness on these dogs. So we'll take this dog here. You can see the casing split a little bit on him. You can hear the sizzle. That's how you know they're ready to be consumed. First dog. We'll have to take another one for our second. We'll take it from this left side here. Pop off the safety. And of course, for our classic dog, we're starting with French's classic yellow mustard, as any good dog should. Heinz tomato ketchup. And of course, Vlasic sweet relish, not dill, sweet relish. Now you may be telling yourself right now, hey, these are all natural casing wieners. These don't need the classic treatment, but I'm telling you, this is how we test them every week. This is our classic dog right here. You can see it goes end to end. You can see where the casing cuts off on the end of the dog here. So we're gonna bite into this just to get a nice taste of our classic dog. Oh man, the crunchiness that comes from that outside casing on here, that can't be beat. That is one of my favorite feelings right there. That'll come back in the mouthfeel category for sure. But for inside texture, flavor, mouthfeel, we're going to take our raw dog here, our plain Jane. Nothing spectacular on it. We're going to rip some bun off. I found that's the best way to really get inside these dogs. So let's take a bite and see what we can figure out. The inside texture on this, I feel the casing holds it all together well. It's not as dry as last week's dogs. You can taste every bit of the pork and beef in there. This is one of my favorites so far as inside texture is concerned. Still something missing though. We're gonna go with a 7 for inside texture. Flavor I've already touched on. I think the pork and beef has a lot to do with it. I really think the flavor on this dog is pretty incredible. If you haven't had a natural casing wiener, I highly recommend checking one out. Flavor, we're gonna go with an 8. And as far as mouthfeel goes, the whole thing from the start where you bite it, you get the nice crunch of the cooked outside casing, all the way down to the contents of the inside of this dog. Man, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like biting into a nice juicy apple, but with a sweet pork and beef reward on the other end. It chews nice, feels good going down. We're gonna give mouthfeel a 10 out of 10 on here. This is a good mouthfeel dog. Now that does it for Rate My Wiener. Thank you for watching me rate wieners. We're gonna open up another can of worms here with a segment called Local Dogs. So welcome to our new segment. This is Local Dogs. It's where I want to take your local favorite hot dogs and try to recreate them here. We're going to start, for me, with a local one. This is an Eastern Michigan favorite. This is called the Coney Island dog. I'm not going to give you any history on it because I don't know anything aside from it being incredibly tasty. Main ingredients that you're going to find in a Coney Island dog are going to be a natural casing wiener, which we rolled here with our authentic Wisconsins, yellow mustard, which we've got here in our classic yellow from French's. Of course, there's chili that goes on there, but just not any chili. Right here, I've got the Woodward Avenue Michigan style chili, no beans. I warmed some of this up. It's made in Michigan. I get ready to toss on here, and I'm extremely excited to show you guys how to build a Coney Island dog. Sweet onions. So I've cut these up, and they're ready to go on top of everything. And of course, a steamed bun. I don't own a steamer, so I used my microwave, and we got the nice steam effect from that. And you may notice I have 2 here, because whenever you go to a classic Coney diner, you have to get 2, at least. We'll grab our dogs off here. I eat mine with a knife and fork, which is why I have the knife and fork here. I'm not sure how other people feel about theirs being eaten with a knife and fork, but this is how I do it. Let me know in the comments if I did it wrong. So our Woodward Avenue Michigan style chili, you put on there liberally, and this is how you make an authentic Coney dog right here. Next thing you do, take your yellow mustard. And there's other variations of the Coney out there. This is the classic idea though. Feel free to hop in the comments and let me know what you would do differently on this or what you want to see on Local Dogs in the future. Then of course, you top it with onion. And you can see why I use a knife and fork on this, because this is not a dog you take lightly. Stab it in there. Oh man, there we go. And that, my friends, is a Detroit-style Coney dog. This has been your first edition of Local Dogs. Hop in the comments. Let me know what you want to see on Local Dogs next time. And stay tuned, because we've got Will It Roll coming up next. Thanks for watching. All right, thanks for sticking around for this week's episode of Will It Roll. Thanks to our underwhelming response from last week's Will Eggs Roll, I decided to step it up a notch and bring back the explosions, or hopefully I'll bring back the explosions. One more time, thank you to everyone for liking and subscribing to the YouTube page. Thank you for watching my videos. Keep spreading the word. I've got that merchandise giveaway going on right now. Check the Facebook out for more information. You'll find a link to that in the description for the video. Now, tonight, what we're going to do, biscuits. So we got some biscuits from Meijer, home style buttermilk biscuits, about as generic as they come. Jumbo flaky biscuits, home style from Meijer. Got the 16-ounce can here, have the 7.5-ounce can here. We're gonna crank the hot dog roller up to 11. We're gonna film everything that happens and hope to get a really nice explosion out of it. So stay tuned, because here we go. All right, so the biscuits blew up. The camera wasn't rolling. So we did what any responsible hot dog roller would, and we went to Meijer to buy some more biscuits. So we're gonna try this again. Got these home-style flaky boys here. Got some more flaky boys here. And we've got some chocolate boys. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen with the chocolate boys. So we're gonna throw all these on here and we're gonna try again. You can see we've still got one biscuit cooking on there from our previous explosion, if you will. Still not quite cooked all the way through yet. Hopefully that'll be done eventually. There we have it, 14.5 minutes. Got a big mess on the hot dog roller. Super excited to clean this off. There's your chocolate chip icy boys right there. There's the rest of your biscuits. Got some icing on the towel. Icing over here. These biscuits are still cooking. This is from that first batch that I forgot to hit record for. Got some biscuits on the ground. Biscuits on the ground. There's your reverse angle. Oh yeah, icing everywhere. Heard some land over here somewhere. More icing to be had. There you have it. Cans of biscuits on the hot dog roller. Thanks for watching.